Hey everyone, it's me, Balo Sparks, and I'm back at you with a brand new What If video. And this one's gonna be of what if Deku had Blood Crown. I forgot the part. I think it's part 5. I'm just gonna go with it. Part 5, and I left you guys with a cliffhanger of, when everyone sees the villains and, sees the villains and everything. So yeah, I just thought that I might leave you guys in a cliffhanger and things like that for what's about to come. So, last time we left off, uh, Deku, Deku and his entire class, see the whole swarm of villains, and Deku, he can feel that this isn't a test. This is something really, really bad. Like, truly bad. Miss Aizawa, how can I say this? And if you don't know yet, yes, this is actually kind of like a what if Deku was the only male with a quirk. Seeing that only males in the My Hero Academia world are only given enhanced abilities, not much of anything else, just practically enhanced abilities. Enhanced abilities. Unlike women, the women in the My Hero Academia world, they're stronger and far more. They have real quirks, not enhanced abilities. So yeah, the guys in the males in the My Hero Academia have enhanced abilities, while the girls in the My Hero Academia world really don't. They only have amazing powers, so they pretty much train to actually become a bit stronger, to actually become stronger. So yeah, there are no guys who go to the My Hero Academy, because literally, why would they want to risk their? Because, like I said, why would they want to risk their lives for people they don't know? But Deku, he goes to UA, and he's practically the only male to actually get into UA. Like, literally, he is the only male who actually went to UA and it was accepted. And pretty much Deku is. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. It says that I remembered something on an app, and yes, I downloaded an app called Wattpad. Wattpad. I think that's its name. The name of the app. And if you guys don't know, I'm gonna give it a shout out. I know it doesn't sponsor me or anything like that, but I just want to give it a shout out so you guys can know about the name of the app. I'm gonna spell its name. WATTPAD. Like, literally, guys, when you go into that app, like, literally, when you turn it on, you can whoa. There are so many stories, and yes, you can search for any stories you want. And before this what if, I was reading a story, and it was awesome. So pretty much, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the what if. Deku is Miss Aizawa. She tells her entire class to stay back. This is not a test, and things like that. Tells 13 to keep the students safe and to get them out. And she goes in and finding the small fried villains. Like, literally, she is fighting them like the boss. Like, literally, she's taking them down one after another. And 13 says we need to get you guys out of here. Deku, he looks back and he sees Miss Aizawa is putting herself in danger to keep them safe. Then, in a blink of an eye, Kurigiri is right there. Like, literally, he is right there in front of the entire class. And you know what? And you know, um, Bakugo, you know, the female version, Bakugo, she goes in, including Kirishima, who is also a girl in this one. Who is also a girl in this What If. They both lunge at they both rush at jump and attack Kirigiri, but they are soon sent away. Soon sent away into a different part of the USJ. He then engulfs everyone, well, almost everyone. Deku, he manages to get everyone out. He managed to get some people out. So yeah, he ended up getting, getting in. He ended up being put inside the water zone, the shipwreck zone, and he's practically there. A villain comes out. A villain was about to bite on Deku, but Deku, he is not taking this. Like, literally. So what does he do? He makes his body. Yes, he has Kirishima's. Like I said, Kirishima is a girl in this one. Like I said, all the girls in My Hero Academia. Well, actually, some of the girls in My Hero Academia have quirks. So yeah, some girls don't have quirks. So yeah. And like other guys, they don't have quirks, but they don't actually. The girl. So, how am I kidding? It's too complicating. Like, literally, my brain is like oozing. It's like starting to actually hurt just a bit. So, yeah, let's just get back to it. He took, before Kirishima and Bakugo was about to they just rushed at Kurigiri. Deku, he managed to pull a piece of Kirishima's hair before she even noticed. And he kind of as well swallowed it. And well, like swallowed it, and that's how he's making his body harden. When the villain bites on Deku, the villain then her teeth begin to break, and she's like in terrible pain. But then Sue comes in and just kicks her, like literally in the water. She kicks her, and Sue and properly she grabs Deku with her tongue, pulling him onto the ship, including Mineta. Like I said, girls with quirks, they are the ones with the powers. Literally. Okay, now that out of the way, now let's get back to it, my people. Yeah! Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Deku is now on the ship, and they're thinking of a strategy. Actually, that Mina is pretty much freaking out. She's not that very much from her canon counterpart. She's a pervert in this one, and she is a bit weaker than her canon counterpart. She's actually a lot faster than her canon counterpart, but she has had no strength training, like literally. She's only been doing joggings. She's only been doing jogs for a while. And they're wondering what they should do. Deku says that he's going to jump. Pretty much he just tells them to like get ready and to grab and for Prophet to grab Mineta. He's about to do something real. Deku says, I'm about to do something super. He's about to do something. He says this. I'm about to do something really stupid, really reckless, and Prophet, when that happens, grab me with your tongue. And she says, wait, what are you going to do? And Deku already jumps off the boat, and he does. and he flicks his finger. He flicks his finger into the water. Into the water. And like literally there's a whirlpool and it's a lot bigger than whole lot bigger than the original one. Like literally Deku is strong enough to have to use 100% of One for All. And probably she notices this and she immediately jumps and grabs Deku with her tongue. With her tongue, and now they land in the water, but then they manage to swim away. Mineta did threw her sticky balls at the villains, making them stick on to one another with sticky balls. So yeah. They all get to shore and when they get out of the water, when they're about to get out of the water, they see Aizawa, who's getting her butt handed to her. Deku, seeing this, he pretty much gets I like in the original anime, she does get her face planted by the Nomu. Like literally. No mercy. Literally. And and Shigaraki, this is the female version of Shigaraki. And Shigaraki, she says, it doesn't look like All Might's coming. Like All Might's coming. We should practically just leave. And when she said that, Mineta says, "Did you hear that? They're gonna leave. They're gonna leave." And Deku, he pretty much sides with relief, saying, "Looks like we won't have to deal with this any longer." But when he says this, Shigaraki said, "But before that," she then appears in front of Deku, Froppy, and Mineta, and she's about to disintegrate Froppy's face. But then Deku, he did something. He grabs Shigaraki's hand and stops it from touching her, from touching Froppy. And Deku says, "Don't even think about it. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a woman. But literally, I won't let anyone touch my classmates or my friends." And Deku, he does something. He throws an explosion, and yes, he has a copy of well, about a female Bakugo's explosions, and he explodes her by making her repelling her away. And then she says for the Nomu to attack him, and the Nomu, he rushes. And yes, the Nomu is actually a dude who was turned into that monstrosity and was further enhanced beyond its limit. Okay. And Nomu, he goes in for a punch at Deku, but then Deku, he just jumps and Nomu just punches the floor, making a big crater. And Deku's like, "Whoa, that thing's strong. Looks like I had to take it down." And Deku, he lands and then rushes to Nomu and appears right behind it. And Deku, he creates a blood-like construct, like a sword, and he slashes the Nomu in half, using One for All to help him actually cut through the Nomu. and the Nomu is like totally cut in half. It's dead, and Shigaraki, she says, "What the hell?" And she pretty much begins to do her tantrum. So pretty much she's not that different from her canon counterpart, who's having her temper tantrums and things like that. Who's having her tantrums, and pretty much Deku asks Froppy and Mineta if they're okay. They said they're alright, and Froppy says, "How did you do that? That thing was strong, and you just ran up to it so fast, and you cut it in half." She asked, and Deku, he says, "Well, I have been training a lot, and I have wanted to become a hero ever since I was a kid. A lot of the kids told me called me a villain. They even gave me the name Deku. Because literally they just wanted to make me feel bad and things like that. But I didn't care, so I just wanted to be a hero. Sure, my quirk is a bit, well, not something for a hero to even have, but still, it's my quirk. So yeah, it's my quirk, and I have it." And Froppy and Mineta, they get out of the water, and Deku says we should get Miss Aizawa to the others. And yes, Ida is like I said, girls with quirks, yeah. Dudes do not have quirks. So yeah, female Ida is like, she's already gone. She's already at the UA, and she tells All Might, and then then the other heroes to come along. All Might's already there, and she sees that Deku is already taking care of everything. And All Might, she's really proud of Deku for protecting his classmates. Kirigiri sees All Might, and she says, "Come on, Shigaraki, Tomura, we should get out of here. We should get out of here. There's no reason for us to stay here anymore. All Might's here. Nomu's has been eliminated. We need to leave." That's what Kirigiri said, and then Shigaraki says, "Fine," but then Deku, he fires off he then shoots out a little piece of a blood like bullet at them, and it doesn't actually try. She doesn't actually like try to hit Shigaraki, so it only means to only just stick it onto her, and it's stuck on her right now. And thanks to Deku copying Tora's abilities, the invisible girl. Yes, the blood then turns invisible, and Shigaraki, she's like, "What was that?" Then she just shrugs off, and they disappear. And they're gone. And the other heroes, they come along. Deku and All Might, they're already covering ground on the USJ, taking down the villains, and and everyone's okay. Nobody was injured. No one was hurt. No one was even hurt. So yeah, this boosts UA's morale and things like that, saying that no students were harmed in this attack, and the teachers were the ones that saved the students and managed to keep them safe. Deku is wondering what. Then everyone is given a week off from school. Deku, he is now. And no, the Nomu doesn't have shock absorption. Remember, it was a dude who was experimented on and pushed and enhanced beyond its limit to match All Might's her power. So yeah. So Deku, he's wondering. He's like training. He's like punching up. He's like training. He's just like punching a beam, a set. He's just punching a punching bag. And yeah, time skip. Time skip to UA. To UA, everyone comes back, and everyone is like all rowdy about the whole, the U.S. about everyone talking about them, and they just got recognized. Then Jiro says, don't even think about getting a big head. They're only interested in the USJ incident that we were all attacked." And Deku, he's pretty much like here. He just has headphones. He just has his headphones on to so he can focus on studying because he really does want to, because he wants to work harder than everyone in his school. So yeah, we're gonna leave it off here for now. We're gonna leave it off here. Wait, not now. Miss Aizawa, she comes and with a few bandages, and everyone sits down, and she announces that the UA Sports Festival, and everyone's like getting all excited about this, and that they have 2 weeks to train. I mean, they have 2 weeks to train, and everyone's like pumped for this. They so want to do this. They are so ready for it. Deku knows about the UA Sports Festival, and he knows that they have a 2 weeks off. Oh, wait a minute! You're wondering about that blood thing that Deku shot out from his body that he shot out. Yeah, and during that time when Deku was hearing music during class, when he puts it back on, when everyone starts getting rowdy, and Deku, he then remembers, oh crap, I totally forgot. He says, oh god, I so forgot. And he brings out a piece of paper, a big piece of paper, and he starts, actually that a map, no, actually, he just brings out a piece of paper, and he sees a vision of what his blood, what he can actually see what his blood is able to. He's able to see. Right, he's actually able to use his blood to actually allow him to see. The blood disattaches from Shigaraki, and the blood then gets out of the building. And it sees where they are. It transforms into an eyeball, and it sees where they are, and it's just floating around, seeing any possible ways to sneak in. Deku, he sees it, and he actually closed one of his eyes. He actually closed his left eye so he can see what's going on. And he writes down the directions of where it is, and he takes this to, and he pretty much takes it, writes down the address and where they are, and he tries, and his class asks, wait, Midoriya, where are you even going? And Deku says, I don't have time. I need to go. I need to go give I need to give this note to the principal right now. Sorry guys, I don't have no. Sorry guys, I can't talk to you right now. I need to go deliver this. And Deku, he's already out there. He has Ida's engine, so engines begin to appear on his cabs, on his and he starts rushing out, going to the principal's office. And when he gets there, he opens the door. And he tells the principal he was going to tell the principal, but he needed a moment to catch his breath. And the principal says, "What?" And the principal Nezu, she asks, young Midoriya, what are you doing here? I don't remember. I don't think I called for you. There's something wrong?" And Deku, he says, "No, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong, Principal Nezu. I just need to give you this." And he gives the note to Nezu, and she asks, what is this? It's an address. I see what's written on it, but it's an address. And Deku, he explains that he launched a piece of his blood onto one of the villains, and it attached itself to the villain, and then disattached and formed an eye to see what was going on and to see where they are. Nezu asks, "Whoa, your quirk sounds very amazing. Very amazing. Last time I checked, your quirk is called Blood Crown, correct?" Deku says, "Yes, it is. And I needed to give you this, that this is where the League of Villains is at. So I see. This is the location of the League of Villains. Thank you, Midoriya. I'll begin. I'll prepare I'll begin a press conference. I'll start a conference between the police and other hero agencies that will be willing to help us." Deku says, "Oh, good. I'm gonna go back to class. See you, Principal Nezu." And Deku, he just runs off back to class. But it's already lunchtime, so he goes to lunch. And he sits down. With his lunch, and back to Principal Nezu. She now calls for an entire. She calls out to all the hero agencies, and including to the police, to help them out. That they have the location of the League of Villains where they are. And she also tells All Might about this, and everyone is all the heroes are then arrived to UA, and now they're already there. And some of the kids and they're already entering UA, and they go in and they have their conference. They have their little meeting. Their big meeting about the ways to take care of the League of Villains and how to sneak up on them. Deku already wrote down of many ways, of many different areas of where they can sneak around and to not be noticed. she didn't tell them that a student of theirs actually found out about where they are and things like that. And so yeah, this is where we're gonna leave it off here now for everyone. And thank you for watching this amazing one video. Thank you everyone for watching, and have an amazing freaking day, everyone. Like literally, have an amazing day.